Hello, fellow Christmas lovers and enthusiasts. You are listening to Closer to Christmas. Today is April 20th. That means there are 249 days left until Christmas. Before I get into the topic this week, I wanted to announce the winners of the podcast contest that I had a couple of weeks ago. If you listen to the show the entire week, at the end of the week, I said if you add up the total distance traveled by Santa throughout his imaginary journey, I was looking for the answer to that, and the answer that I was looking for was 12,250 miles. I was kind of going for a 1225 theme there, just to tie it into Christmas a little bit more, and I did take all of the names that submitted answers and the correct answers, and I drew two names, so I'm going to have two winners that I'm going to send out the full prize package to, and the winners of the contest were Lori and Doug. So check your email. I sent out an email asking for an address so I could send out the prize package. And then anybody else that submitted an answer, I also emailed you back. If you want to send me your address, I'm going to send anybody that sent in an answer some Closer to Christmas stickers. So everybody that submitted an answer, check your email. And if you want to send back an address, I will go ahead and send something out to everybody that participated. But Doug and Lori, you will be getting the complete prize package. So thank you everybody who listened and participated that week. And now we're going to get on to the topic this week, and that is a what if Christmas. So welcome back to Closer to Christmas. If this is your first time listening, thank you for checking out the podcast. If you're a returning listener, thank you for coming back for more. This is the Christmas podcast that keeps the spirit alive all year long, even when the weather says otherwise. Now, let me ask you something. What if Christmas wasn't in December? What if instead of snow and sweaters, Christmas landed right in the middle of July? Picture this, Santa Claus ditching the heavy red suit for something a little more breathable. Maybe linen, maybe cargo shorts. Mrs. Claus sipping iced cocoa instead of hot cocoa. And those reindeer, they're not dashing through the snow, they're trying not to overheat on a bench somewhere. Instead of building snowmen, we're building sandmen. Instead of sleigh rides, we've got jet skis. And instead of roasting chestnuts on an open fire, we're grilling burgers with a side of candy canes. Now, think about decorations. Twinkling lights still work, but now they're wrapped around palm trees. Inflatable snow globes? Well, they're going to be replaced by giant inflatable Santas floating in pools. And the music? Classics like White Christmas might feel a little confusing. So Bing Crosby crooning about snow while you're sweating through a tank top, that's a whole different vibe. But here's the interesting part. Would it still feel like Christmas? Because when you strip away the snow, the cold, the cozy blankets, what you're left with is something deeper, the traditions, the giving, the togetherness. Maybe Christmas in July wouldn't feel so strange after all. In fact, maybe it would just feel like Christmas. Remember, the next time you hear my voice and this podcast, we'll all be a little bit closer to Christmas. Thanks for listening.